Hey everyone, this is Ryan here with Crushing REI. Today I'd like to show you how to find cash buyers in your area using PropStream. So PropStream is a tool that I highly recommend. If you read my blog, you'll notice I reference it many times in different posts, but I swear by it. I use it for all my lists. If I'm pulling marketing lists, I usually use PropStream. I used to use a couple other sources, ListSource, but I've recently switched over, and PropStream is is the main source I use. So, reason I like PropStream is you just pay one low monthly fee, $99 a month, and you can pull as much data as you want. There's different tiers. I think I can save up to 10,000 records per month, which for my business is more than enough for me. If you have larger markets or are doing virtual wholesaling or need more, you can pay for more saves. So basically, that's just pulling data, pulling lists, and then saving those lists, and that allows you to download them and use that data for skip tracing or importing direct mail lists. So anyway, finding cash buyers, that's what I wanted to talk about today. So up here in the search bar, you can enter a county, city, zip code, or property number. I usually search by zip code or county is what I find easiest. So I'm in Grand Rapids, Michigan, so we'll go ahead and for this example, we'll use Kent County. So we're looking for cash sales in Kent County, probably within the last year or so, just so we know they're active cash buyers. So I'm going to go ahead and type in Kent County, and there is Michigan. So we'll click on that. Here at the top, it's going to give you the kind of a quick rundown of the data. So, there's currently 2,000 MLS listings, 16 pre-foreclosures, 16 auctions, bank owned, and then we have this tab here, cash buyers. So that means that there were 17,000 transactions for cash buyers. Now, I'm not sure how they're filtering that currently, but I'm going to go ahead and click on this. So we've got unique properties, that's 17,740 that were purchased with cash. So from there, we can filter it down even further. There's a filter button over here. There's also one up here at the top. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that filter button. And so this is where we can narrow down the search even more. So we've got owner occupied. Now we don't want owner occupied if we're looking for cash buyers. Now we're looking for people that are flipping houses or paying cash for rental properties, right? So that means they would not be occupying them. So we're looking for non-owner occupant. So we're going to say no. Occupancy status, we don't really care if they're occupied or vacant. We're going to go down to property characteristics. In this case, we are looking for residential. So under property classifications, we can check this box here, residential. Property types. Again, you can narrow this down even further, but I'm going to say single family, and then multifamily 2 to 4, and multifamily 5+. Bedrooms and bathrooms. If you're in a very large market and you have a lot of houses that might have 4 or 5 or 6, bedrooms and even more bathrooms, maybe you want to narrow this down a little bit to more of the cookie cutter type house, the 3 and 4 bedroom, 1 and 2 bath house seems to be the sweet spot for a lot of investors and especially flippers. For my market, I'm in a relatively smaller market compared to some of the large metro areas across the United States here, so I'm not gonna mess with that. Building size, year built. Not going to do a whole lot with the rest of these filters here. So MLS status, we want to make sure that we're not going after anything that's currently on the market. So I like to always select no here. Let's see, pre-foreclosure bank owned. The next tab is ownership info. So for ownership info, I'm going to say within the past year. I think that is usually a good indication that they have paid cash for a property within the last year. So I'm going to say 0 to 1. And that's really going to narrow it down. So remember, we went from, at the very beginning, we were at 17,000 plus. So now we're at 424. So we've definitely, just by really the years of ownership, we've really narrowed it down. Last sale date, that's kind of the same thing. This is just a shortcut, I think, just plugging in the years of ownership. So yeah, we've already got the quick list choice cash buyers. So that already narrowed it down quite a bit. The biggest thing we want to do is make sure we change the years of ownership, and then property characteristics. Make sure we're looking at residential properties, and then MLS status. So I'm pretty good with that. That's a pretty good number to start with. I'm going to hit close, and then I'm going to go over here and I'm going to select these properties. And actually, before you save the list, you can go to Pick View, which shows you a picture of the property, and this is the way it looks. Or you can click on List View, which I prefer because it just gives you the data, and it looks like this. So from there, whoops, I accidentally backed out. But from there, it's pretty easy. I'm going to go back into that list real quickly here. So this will be a good refresher. We'll do it again, right? So we got cash buyers. We're going to click on that. It's going to narrow it down to our 17,000. We're going to click on filter. We're going to say no, not owner occupied. We are going to say property characteristics, residential, property type, single family, and then multifamily. MLS status, not on the market. Ownership info. And again, after I did that, we're down to 9,000. So watch, the ownership info really narrows it down. These are people who have bought a property for cash in the last year in Kent County. So from here, what you're going to do is you're going to select all of these. You're going to click on the Add to List button, create new. Now, you might already have one. If you have PropStream, and you may already have a list that's called Cash Buyers Kent County. For this example, I'm going to go ahead and create a new one, and we're going to call it Cash Buyers Kent County past year, and then put the date so that way we know when we created it and so what the dates are. What is today? It is the 21st, 2021, 4 days away from Christmas. All right, save. And what happens is that is going to save that list and put it into your My Properties tab here on the left. So we've got, these are favorites lists, and then we've got marketing lists. So I'm going to go down to Kent County cash buyers. Actually, it's at the top here. So Cash Buyers Kent County. And here you go. You've got your address, city, state, and zip. It's got the owner name, owner one first name. Now, what you're going to see is a lot of these are going to be in a business. So you got, see this one here, JDE Ventures. So this buyer purchased 3 different properties. And you can sort this, any way you'd like. You can export it. You can, click here and then select export. And then you can have, an Excel list and put it into Google Sheets and play around with the data. But really what I'm going to be looking for is volume, right? If I see somebody that's bought 2 or more, that's going to be a target. So what you do then is you take this list and you put it into a skip tracer. PropStream does have a skip tracer. I don't use it very often. I've had kind of mixed results. I prefer quality skips. Shout out to Jeff Fisher. I think they do a great job over there. The data is very accurate. I've also used a batch skip tracing. There's a ton of skip tracers out there, but what you're going to do is it's going to pull phone numbers for you. So you're going to get phone numbers. You're going to, in some cases, even get email addresses. I always have a lot more success with phone numbers. And then from there, you can call, you can text, you can reach out to these cash buyers and making introductions. Say that you're a local wholesaler and you're looking to add to your buyers list and you've got deals, and then ask them questions about what locations they're buying in, what types of properties that they look for, and just that's a great way to reach out and build connections and network with buyers. So I hope this was helpful. Check out my other videos, and best of luck to you.